Good morning and welcome to a very rainy morning here in May. It's 7 o'clock this morning, got some hail coming down. So, unfortunately, not a lot we can do today. But sitting with some money in the bank, I think I'm going to just spend this morning in the rain and get stuff taken over to the shop and get it updated and maintained. And if you take a peek in the menu here, it looks like the rain isn't gonna end until about 9 o'clock, 8 or 9 o'clock. So not too much of the morning. And then later today it's gonna get sunny out. But yeah, so we gotta just find some time, find some things to do to kill the time while it's raining. So I suppose we'll just start with the Challenger, get that over there, get it fixed up. Want to make sure I'm keeping up on the maintenance on it. So get this dropped off. And actually, the Challenger doesn't need anything. Uh, But let me check on the John Deere here. Yeah, we'll definitely get this uh, taken over there and kind of updated. So start here with the day and then see what else we can do. Got quite a bit of lettuce spawning in, so that's good. But yeah, really nothing else. That grass made us quite a bit of money last week. We could cut it this month. I think I'm gonna let it get a little bit longer. That way our bales are kind of more full, I guess. You know, more grass to cut, and our equipment can handle it. So it wouldn't. There's really not a big. Doesn't really make much sense, I should say, to get in that extra cut today. But I'm gonna talk to these guys and see what it's gonna run us to get this John Deere fixed up. All right, I'm just gonna leave those there. It's roughly 700 bucks for the John Deere, and I'm having them check out the forklifts on it as well. So paying 700 for that, and I'm just gonna sit inside until that's done, and hopefully this rain will be all finished up by the time the tractor's done. So killed some time. 9 o'clock. They called me up, said it was done. Still hailing out, so that's kind of unfortunate. Is what it is. We'll get this taken back, and yeah, I don't want to sell that lettuce yet. It's just we can wait to get better pricing on that. So not really gonna have much to do as far as selling goes. So I guess this month's just kind of gonna be finding some contracts if this rain ever stops, just to make some extra cash. And yeah, I was kind of doing some thinking and some math, so we'll get one more cut in, sell off that silage. Then our last batch, we're gonna keep a few bales to feed cows that we hopefully get this winter, and in order to supplement the money that we're gonna lose from keeping those bales, that's what the contract days are gonna be for. But that's still a little ways away. I'm ready for this wheat harvest coming up. Feels like a while since we got to do one of those. And yeah, but we'll get this put away. Everything else is good for now. Doesn't need a lot of work. The harvester's good. So I don't know what my plan is. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait out this storm. There's nothing nothing that can be done. And about 45 minutes later, here we are. So cleared up really good and got some sun coming down. Everything should be topped off. We finished all that up last month. So this is getting really tall, getting nice and close. But yeah, everything's good. We have nothing that we need to do at either the grass field or here. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just hop in the shop and see if there's anybody who needs some work done. Oh boy, are we gonna get lucky this month. Katie has quite a few jobs posted, and she has them set for a very high price, so I snatched them up right away. She needs two fields weeded that are right by each other, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'm gonna use her equipment, which is good. And then she has a baling contract, and we have a baler, so I'm gonna go bale up some grass for her as well right after this. And at the end of that, we're gonna be looking really good and we might be getting a cow pasture sooner than expected. Kind of a grind, but we've been spending a lot of time on our farm, so I'm content with going and knocking out these tasks. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get started, go pick up her weeder, and then get these 2 fields knocked out for her. Okay, here we are at this first field. It is pretty big. It's the cornfield we did a while ago, but this weeder is also very huge. So, gonna try to just kind of get this set up where I need it to be. And let's get this thing lowered. Perfect. And we're off. So, only 7 miles an hour, pretty slow, but it's good. This is paying really well, and well, I'm not going to spoil the surprise on the price yet, but once we get these 2 knocked out, I will collect the money from her and then go do the baling. And yeah, I think you'll be quite surprised to see where we're sitting at finance wise. All right, both of those fields knocked out. Very little time, so that's great. We can get this brought back, dropped off, and I'll talk to her about the baling contract while I'm there. And I'll just use my equipment, like I said. That way, I'm not putting any wear on hers. Might get a little extra cash out of the deal. So, that's kind of what's next on the agenda. And then, yeah, we'll see where we're sitting at, cash in. I might be heading over to the shop and kind of talking to them about getting something plotted out for the cows. But yeah, let me get this returned over to Katie and get started on the baling that she needed done. All right, I snagged the baler, heading over to get that uh, to the next field that we're hitting up. But yes, we are sitting at just under $40,000. So this will take us over that hump, and exciting stuff will follow. So yeah, cows, they're here. I'm stoked. Oh, this is the field right here. I'm stoked for that. Um, yeah, and just off these contracts alone, I'll have to get the plot mapped out up at the shop, see how long it's going to take for them to get it built, and yeah, get that all priced up and ready to go. So that's super exciting. But let's focus on this at hand, get this all bailed up, and collect even more money. Okay, that is this field all bailed up, and our farm's just across yonder. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff away, collect our money, and that baling took quite some time compared to the weeding that we did. So it's kind of getting late in the day with not a lot to do. So I guess yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. But get this put away and go get us some money. Alrighty, here we are back from Katie's house, cashed in that money, sitting at $48,000. doing real good. So yeah, 2:30 May. Not a lot left that we have to do for the day. I can knock out a couple more contracts. Walter needed some baling done as well that I could use and get that done. So I might just head over and do that. Um, but we're sitting great. All I have to do is talk to these guys about what are my options for the cow barn and kind of get that plot out over near our grass field. It won't be able to get put up today, but yeah, moving forward, we'll be doing real good. The grass um, will need to be cut next month. And when do we need to harvest this wheat? I kind of forgot about that. So looking in here, it looks like the wheat. Oh yeah, that'll be in July. So that'll be good because we're gonna have a busy June getting the grass cut, then a busy July getting the harvest done. And yeah, so moving right along with that. But for now, I think I'm just gonna run and like I said, Walter needed some baling done, so I'll probably just do that for him since I already got the equipment out for it. Knock that out for a little bit of extra cash, and then head to go get head to the shop to get some of the stuff we need and get moving on. So here we are, baling up Walter's field. Just gonna knock this out super quick. Shouldn't take me too long. Kind of got used to the rhythm after doing Katie's. So, but yeah, he doesn't have too much here for us. So this won't take too long and it'll be worth the pay. And that is all completed. So Walter's taking it around our house anyways. We'll just get the money there. Then I'm gonna head straight to the shop and we're gonna look at the options for the cow sheds and talk about a couple more things I'm gonna need to purchase in order to have a successful cow operation. Okay, so at the shop, kind of using their GPS on the iPad, and this is what we're working with for the cow barn. It's gonna be, you know, roughly $40,000. I think I'm gonna just tuck it right here behind the grass field. So we will be getting a little less of the, meadow grass, but that's okay. The end goal is to expand our grass fields even wider. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna just get this put in back here. But this is just kind of mapping out for now. Once we get this, we'll have cows in there, and we'll be right by our grass field, so it'll be easy to drop off the silage. But in order to get the most milk produced, we don't want to do just silage. It'll get us by for the first couple months until we can get what's called TMR, which comes from the silage, some hay that we'll need to make, and the straw from our wheat. Um, but so going back to the shop, let's see. Back at the shop, we're gonna need a trailer that allows us to mix the TMR. So let's see, here it is down here. And yeah, they're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. But most likely we'll just be going with this one. We'll have to start small for now. And yeah, it'll just mix up in here. 38,000. So that's going to be quite expensive, but needed. But I'm not worried about that now. So I don't have any silage, and that's what we're going to need for the cow cow barn. So that's not going to be coming till probably we'll cut next month, and then it'll turn into silage the following month. So probably 2 months. We have the money for it, so I'm just going to keep saving. And hopefully here soon I'll get one of these forage mixers because I'll have the straw from the wheat in June as well, some silage, and I will need some hay, but I'm not super worried about that right now. But yeah, anyways, so that's good. And that's all really need. Then after that, it's just going to be really hammering down on getting some equipment to get some sugar fields going. We have a lot to expand on field wise, but we're getting there. So still got plenty of water in here. 8 pallets of lettuce, so that's great. And yeah, we're just waiting, keeping those spawning and keeping the money coming in. But man, it's already 4 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything really else that needs to get done today. Just kind of a short month of just busting out a bunch of contracts and getting the money, which I'm glad we're sitting good. It's all good. It's all spoken for. That's all right. We have enough money to get the cow barn and some cows put in there with the 50,000, and still some left over for the maintenance. But we're gonna have a busy next 2 months with the grass again, and then harvesting our field in June. So I suppose it's just time to take a rest. I'm gonna get this stuff put away. I'll make a couple passes with the water tank, and then yeah, I'll probably end up just calling it a day. And that is it. Just 4 quick loads. Should be just about full. And calling it a day. Gonna head back, get this parked on the side. Then tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to wake up extra early and get out to that grass field right away, so that way the silage will be ready earlier in the day, so we don't run into the problem that we had last time we sold, where it was late at night while we were doing it. I'm gonna just keep a handful of those bales on standby for the cows. And yeah, things are really coming along. I'm just ready to get these cows going and making that a part of our operation. It's gonna start small with only a few cows, but soon I'm hoping we get quite the herd of them going. So yeah, what a good May, and got a lot done, a lot of money made. Unfortunately, it wasn't all at our farm, but that's all right. We're still bringing money into our bank account, and helping out Walter is never a bad thing. So with that being said, I'm Original Farming, and I'll see you on the next one.